the world is hyper competitive. If you're going to be a man who's going to sit and say, I'm just sad, you are always going to lose in competition to men like me. Yeah. And there has to be losers for there to be winners. I am tired of sympathy. Sympathy doesn't work for anybody. I'm not going to sit here and be sympathetic for people who say they're too sad to try hard and be their best. Guess what? Perhaps I was sad every time I did exactly what I was supposed to do and trained anyway. Perhaps I was afraid when I fought anyway. Perhaps I was tired when I worked anyway. This is how you get ahead in life. I don't have a fucking ounce of sympathy for these people who sit here and say, well, I feel this way, so I can't. Then don't do it. Stay down there. The winners are at the top, and the winners at the top don't give a shit about how they feel. We wake up and we perform regardless of how we feel day after day. So if I'm going to ignore my own feelings, I'm certainly not going to take into consideration anybody else's. Yeah. Why am I going to ignore how I feel and make sure I'm constantly performing regardless, flawlessly, and then sit and go, oh, but he doesn't feel good, so he's allowed to fuck up. No, you are not. You're not allowed to fuck up to your ancestors or to God or to yourself. You have to perform. This is what being a man is about. The baseline of masculinity is doing things you don't feel like doing. I can't comment on being a woman because I'm not one. But the baseline of masculinity as a whole is the thing that makes a good man a man, is that he does what he doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to work and he works anyway. He doesn't want to go to war and he fights anyway. He doesn't want to get up, he gets up anyway. That's the whole point. He didn't want to die in the Titanic. Guess what happened? He died in the Titanic. You can't sit there as a man and say you don't feel like it. You're not allowed to not feel like it. You're supposed to do it anyway, regardless. But when a man sits there and says, oh, you don't understand, I'm struggling with motivation. If you are struggling with the motivation to be a winner, then stay a fucking loser. No problem. Stay a loser. Don't care. Because in my circle, there's no losers around me. Your energy is disgusting. I'm out of the both. I don't like weakness around me, even near me. Even people coming up saying hello to me. If you're depressed, don't even shake my hand. I do not have time for losers on any regard. Winners only. I do think that love is extremely important. Humans are social animals.
Yeah.
And you do need love. They say money can't buy love, and that's true. But money can help facilitate love.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind. I've never had a period of loneliness ever.
Wow.
I've never had even 3 days when I couldn't. Wow. Never, ever. I could be. And I'm saying I could just take a week away and go by myself somewhere. I'm saying I've never had a period where I didn't have a girl who was in love with me. I think I had the best father on the planet. I was very fortunate to be raised by the greatest man on earth. And my children will be very fortunate to be raised by me because I'm the greatest man on earth. So the goal of a son is to be a built-on better version of his father, right?
Yeah.
So my goal as my father's successor is to be even more successful than he is, to be a better version of him. I do my very best. I still think he's better than me in most regards, but the one area I've surpassed him is clearly financially. But my father had a different mission. He was focused on what he did and did a fantastic job of it. But yeah, he was not financially successful. I'm actually glad for that because I'm glad I was raised completely poor and I was raised broke poor. I wasn't raised, everyone goes, I was raised poor. No. I was raised completely broke. We were in a homeless hostel, we changed country, and we were living with a bunch of Kosovo war refugees. And we had a really bad story. But that's been good for me. That was part of the life plan that God made for me. But yeah, my father was not financially successful. I am, and that's actually plaguing me a bit because I don't want my kids to be raised rich. So I have to find a solution. Wow, really, son? I'm so proud of you. It was just like, it was always very much like that.
Yeah, you're gonna make it.
Hey, Dad, I'm the most cool man in the world. And I've got hundreds of millions of dollars. Tate. Whatever. Like his expectations of me, but they weren't in an arrogant way. They were just so ridiculously high. It was just really obvious. So I don't think we talk much about material success. My father would be happiest knowing that his bloodline is secure and that I exist, and my goal is to have 20 sons. And that's what he'd be happiest to know. Okay, so the days of easy money are gone. I want to even the last 2 or 3 years was easy money. Every idiot you knew was making money. Every clown had made money on a pump. Number of people who thought they were expert crypto traders in the last 3 years. It's so funny. I'm a great crypto trader. Everything went up. It all went up. What do you mean you're a great trader? You could have bought anything. You bought poo dick coin and made money. Of course you're a trader. Like that, all that shit's over, right? So all the easy money's gone. It's all cyclical. So all the amateurs are going to start suffering because now we're entering the realm of the professional. Making money is going to be harder than it's ever been. Yeah. All the free money is disappearing. You have to become very, very confident and competent. And that's one of the things about the last few years. Anyone who made money in those years, a lot of them didn't learn any lessons. A lot of them didn't learn how to make money. They just got lucky and picked up a pump or caught an caught some garbage, but they didn't actually learn anything specific. The best way to make money in the world today certainly has to be something online. I think that making money online gives you absolute freedom of your own geography. It gives you access to the largest possible customer base, and there's 18 different modern wealth creation methods that we teach inside of the real world that will allow people to make money online. So that's going to be a nice point to go there. But it's interesting. It's an attention economy, and truthfully, without saying too much, you either need to be prepared to get a whole bunch of attention on you, like we're all doing here, or you need to be close to somebody who's doing that. And that's where a lot of money is.